Hi there, I'm Ira Weinstein with Recon Research.
And I'm Jim Kelly with Recon Research. Today, we're talking about the Poly Studio X30, an all-in-one video bar solution for small meeting rooms with native Zoom Room support. Let's dig in.
Just recently, the Recon Research team spent some time evaluating the Poly Studio X30. To make this happen, Poly sent us a standard Studio X30 for Zoom Rooms bundle. The Studio X30 is one of 3 Poly Zoom certified devices. We tested the X30 system in our lab, and here's what you need to know.
Number 9, an easy to purchase bundle. The Poly Studio X30 bundle includes the base unit and the TC8 touch controller for a street price below US $2,000. The X30 base unit is a small footprint, all-in-one video conferencing system with a 4-element beamforming mic array, an integrated speaker, a 4K camera, and an attractive modern design language. The TC8 controller is a small footprint touch controller that acts as the user interface for the X30 solution.
Number 8, installation is quick and easy. Now first, we unboxed the Poly Studio X30 base unit and touch controller. Next, we installed the base unit above our meeting room display. Then we connected power, an Ethernet cable, and an HDMI cable between the base unit and our meeting room display. Finally, we placed the TC8 on the table and provided a PoE network connection.
Within 5 minutes, both devices had booted up, the TC8 had automatically paired itself with the base unit, and we were ready to go. 10 minutes from the box to a ready-to-use video conferencing room. You've got to love it.
Now, we also chose to register our Studio X30 to Poly Lens, a cloud monitoring and management platform. Registering to Poly Lens provides access to device status information and centralized management of studio devices. First, we created a free Poly Lens account. Then we pasted the X30's 6-digit device PIN code into Lens. A few seconds later, our X30 was manageable through the Lens portal. It was just that easy.
Number 7, the Studio X30 lets you have it your way. The X30 is an Android device designed to run collaboration apps provided by various service providers. At this point, native X30 apps are available for Zoom Rooms, Microsoft Teams, Go-to-Room, Ring Central Rooms, and Starleaf Room. When customers purchase a Studio X30, they can specify their preferred collaboration platform. For example, when an X30 for Zoom Rooms system is first powered up, it automatically loads the Zoom Rooms software and becomes a Zoom Rooms video system. That is way cool.
But wait, what if you need a standards-based video system? Well, don't worry, Poly's got your back. The Studio X30 also includes the Poly app, which provides both SIP and H.323 support. And best of all, with just a few clicks on the web UI, admins can change the app that's running in the X30.
Let's say you've been using your X30 for SIP calls via the Poly app, but your organization has shifted over to Zoom. No problem at all. Just change the X30's mode to Zoom Rooms and reboot. A few minutes later, your X30 will boot up as a newly installed Zoom Rooms system.
Number 6, go ahead, bring your own device. Okay, so you bought a Studio X30 for Zoom Rooms bundle. But what if you need to join a meeting on Microsoft Teams? Now, one option is for your admins to change the X30 to Microsoft Teams mode for that one meeting, and then back to Zoom Rooms mode. But let's get serious. Who wants to call tech support for a single meeting? Also, what do you do if you need to use a platform that doesn't have an X30 app, like Cisco WebEx, Google Meet, or BlueJeans Meetings?
The Studio X30 Bring Your Own Device, or BYOD support, is perfect for these situations. BYOD support means you can use the X30's mics, speakers, and camera, as well as the meeting room display with any collaboration app running on your laptop. To use BYOD mode, connect HDMI and USB cables between your laptop and the X30 base unit and press the device mode button on the TC8.
As a part of our testing, we used the X30 for Zoom calls, for SIP calls, and BYOD calls on numerous platforms. And in each case, the X30 came through like a champ. Now, this is just the type of flexibility that companies and users need in today's dynamic work environment.
Number 5, the Studio X30 is touch-friendly. First, the X30 allows a touch display to act as the user interface for the system. We tested this and it worked very well. Also, the touch capability works with any Studio X30 app. For example, Zoom's integrated whiteboard worked perfectly with a touch display connected to the X30 running the Zoom Rooms app.
Finally, the Studio X30's Poly app includes an integrated electronic whiteboard feature that, once activated, automatically becomes the content source for the video meeting. This too worked without a hitch throughout our hands-on assessment.
Number 4, content sharing with or without a cable. The Poly Studio X30 supports both wired and wireless content sharing.
While in Poly mode, the X30 supports wireless local presentation and remote content sharing using either AirPlay or Miracast. And while in Zoom mode, the X30 supports wireless content sharing using Zoom's proximity feature. The Studio X30 also supports wired content sharing using the HDMI content input while in Poly or Zoom Rooms mode. So whether you want to go old school and connect a cable, or new school and beam your content across, the Studio X30 is absolutely on your side.
Number 3, an intelligent video experience. We use the Poly Studio X30 for test calls and calls with clients, and every time the video experience was top-notch. And the system's 5x digital zoom is more than adequate to cover small and even some medium meeting rooms. But it's the X30's intelligent room framing and speaker tracking that really turned our heads. We've tested many room framing and speaker tracking systems. Some work well, and some don't make the grade. One thing we've learned is that automatic camera tracking is not simple. It's part science and part art. With the Studio X30's camera tracking system, Poly aced both the science and the art. We especially like that the X30's tracking system sometimes pans the camera slowly and other times jumps to an entirely new shot depending on the location of the participants. This is very well done.
Number 2, audio chops to spare. Do not be fooled. The Studio X30's small footprint and sub $2,000 street price does not mean that Poly skimped on audio performance. The X30's integrated beamforming mic array did a great job capturing the speech of our meeting participants. Also, Poly's noise block AI and acoustic fence audio algorithms kept unwanted noises like HVAC noise, typing noise, and noises outside the meeting room from disrupting our meetings. Overall, the X30's audio performance was exceptional during our SIP calls, our BYOD calls, and our cloud service calls.
Number 1, the Studio X30 provides an outstanding Zoom Rooms experience. We spent quite a bit of time using the Studio X30 as a Zoom Rooms system. First, the TC8 controller is an excellent Zoom Rooms controller because it faithfully reproduces the native Zoom user interface, and its touch overlay worked perfectly at all times. Best of all, while running the Zoom Rooms app, the X30 supported all of the native Zoom Rooms features, plus a handful of additional benefits, including Poly's intelligent camera framing, noise block AI, and acoustic fence algorithms, as well as wired content sharing. The Studio X30 even adds BYOD support while in Zoom Rooms mode.
The Recon Research team spent some time using and testing the Poly X30 for Zoom Rooms solution.
The X30 runs collaboration apps for Zoom Rooms, Microsoft Teams, GoToRoom, RingCentral Rooms, and Starleaf Room. For this evaluation, we used the X30 for SIP calls, we used it for Zoom calls, and we used it for BYOD calls. And in all cases, the X30 hit it out of the park.
Companies seeking a cost-effective, easy-to-use, and flexible video conferencing device for small meeting rooms, executive offices, or even home offices should put the Poly X30 toward the top of their shortlist. Thank you, and have a great day.